Hello guys, welcome back to the channel The Techie Guy, and in this video we are gonna cover our basic joins questions, and this time we are solving this average time of process per machine question. Coming to the problem itself, here problem is average time average time of process per machine. Okay, so table name is activity, column name is machine ID, process ID, activity type enum means yes or no something, okay, like two words or only there, two or three words, that is known as enum. Timestamp, that is a float. Now the table shows the user activities for a factory website. This table shows user activity, that means the activities of user of a specific factory website. Machine ID, process ID and activity type is a primary key, means it is a combination of columns, these three having different values always, and these are primary keys of this. By combination means all three simultaneously are the primary keys. So not simultaneously, combination. Okay. Now machine ID is the ID of a machine. Process ID is process running on the machine with ID, that is known as machine ID. Activity type is an enum. So here is the value start and end. Timestamp is a float representing the current time in seconds. Start means the machine starts the process at the given time, and means it ends. Now the start timestamp will always before the end timestamp. So it is basically, for example, some machine we are running at 9:30. So that is start. And if we stopping that machine at 10, so that is end. So end is always greater than start. So this is all like this is the condition they were saying. Okay. Now it is guaranteed that each machine ID and process ID pair has a start and end point. That means if a machine it starts, it will also end there. This is also the condition. Now there is a factory website that has several machines. Now we having a factory and we having a machine like 1 2 3 4 running the same number of processes. Okay, write a solution to find average time each machines take to complete process. Okay, now this is a basic questions of what we can say to find average time of a machine. So the time to complete a process is end timestamp minus the start timestamp. The average time is calculated by the total time to complete every process on the machine divided by number of processes that were run. Okay, now the table shows the result between machine ID along with average time as processing time. It should be rounded to 3 decimal places as well. That means we want this machine ID, so 0 is the machine ID. For this we want average processing time. So what is the average processing time? End minus start, and this is also 0, so end minus start, these will go on a plus, and this count is 2, so divided by 2. If you don't understand, let me give you an example. So assume this is your mom. Okay, mom, and mom's ID is this 0 for now. Process ID is this 0 and 1. That means mom is having two childs. Okay, two childs. She told his first child, go to the market and bring me something, and time was 9:30 or something. Okay, so you goes to the market and come back at 10. So time difference is 30 minutes. Same goes with here. You can minus this with this. Okay, you will have one answer. Okay, now same mom calls this person 1, that means the second child of your family, and tell him go to the market, and he goes to the market at this time 3 something this. Okay, what I can say here is she just goes to this time. Okay, and ends comes here at this time, so minus. So for example, this minus and this minus, she's gonna plus, and how many kids she have? 2, so there will be one answer over here. So this is the study we need to find for a particular machine. So for a particular mom, we just need to find average time per process. So this is your second, this is a third, and we are having child, so these are just nothing but processes. If you are having doubt, let me clear. Going down here, this is the example. So for running this example, let me go above. And okay, assuming that you guys are understanding everything clearly, coming here, there are three machines, okay, that I told you already. Three machines, average time of this process 150 minus this and this minus this, and it is 0.87 divided by 2 itself. So this is coming, and this is the answer for second one, this is the answer for this third is the answer. Now example, I already told you how to solve these kinds of questions. So there is only one table and you need some operations on that. And if you are going to operate or do some operations on this, you always need a self join. That means joining that same table with the other table. So writing the SQL for it, select a star from activity table. Is this activity table? Yeah, activity table. Activity, giving it as A1. Now, if you are joining, always use inner join. I uses left join so that it will give us null values, but here nothing as null. As we can see, whole data is properly displayed here, and there is like nothing as a relationship, so that we need to find. So I'm using inner join here. Inner join by the same A2. If you remember, they already said primary key is the combination of this machine ID, process ID, activity ID. Going to this structure as well. So what I'm going to do on A1 dot machine ID is equal to A2 dot machine ID. Is it enough? Your answer is no, because look, there is process as well. Okay, so what I can do here, and I'm using and A1 dot process ID is equal to A2 dot process ID. So this is the thing we are just assuming, not assuming. I want all my answers in a line so that it will process this condition. So for example, these IDs are equal, so I will get this data. Now I just want to compare this data like process ID, so I am equaling process ID as well. One more thing that I am adding in and now A2 is my second table, so dot, I want this timestamp from A2, so A2 dot timestamp I am using timestamp here, stamp, stamp, that is always greater than what, A1 timestamp. Now this is the condition. What we need here, coming here, we want machine ID. You can take anyone's machine ID. I'm taking here as A1 dot machine ID. Let's check machine ID. Second thing we want, what we want as, we want average. Average is nothing, just we are using average function here, and A2 dot timestamp, not timestamp, wait, what is this? Yeah, yeah, it is timestamp, so I'm using timestamp here. Okay, timestamp, time stamp stamp minus this A1 dot timestamp. You should have one question that why I'm doing A2 minus A1. Why? Ask why. Okay, you already asked why. So if you see here, A2, I am assuming it already greater than this. And if you are using this aggregate function, for example, sum, this thing, you just need to group by something. By we don't have anything, we just have a machine ID. So I am coming here and giving this machine ID here. What you take here, it will not work because we are not satisfying one condition. I remember, I guess. That is this one, which should be round to 3 decimals. So right now we didn't add anything. I'm just running. Look, A2 dot machine ID is an invalid. Okay, invalid. That means I should do this. Sorry, this typo errors happens. Okay, I'm getting a wrong answer. What I'm getting? Look, for 1 I'm getting 0.95. Yes. For 2 I'm getting 1.456. Yes. but for 0 I should get 0.984. I'm getting everything, but instead of this I guess 0.995. Look, I'm getting all this. But what I'm not getting, let's see this process time I need to display. Instead of that, we will get some more errors. So be ready for it. Now I'm running. Maybe it will work or maybe it will not. Let's see. Oh gosh, it is taking a lot of time. I don't know why. Okay, so it got accepted, but it will not get accepted if I submit. Like something will fail because we are not using that case. Look, wrong answer since this. We want round values. What I can do, come here, round, come here, come here, just comma, round by 3 is it means. Okay, what I can do, I will use this test case and run. Look, both test cases worked fine. Now submitting. Now it will submit because we already completed all those conditions which is given to us, and it is accepted. If you are having any doubt, just come to the channel, comment here, and I will provide you the solution. This is the best way to interact with the techie guy. Thanks for watching.